Okay. And continuing on, your non-beta lactam inhibitors. Okay. That is going to be your Vanc and teicoplanin. Um, Also, if I hadn't mentioned bacitracin, phosphomycin. All right. So, this is going to be a little different because it's not going to be a beta lactam that is binding to the PBPs, um, which will inhibit the peptidoglycan. This one is actually going to be more of prevents transglycosylation, which is polymerization, which basically is when you have the lengthening, okay, of the building blocks of the cell wall, okay, if that makes any sense. So, in other words, you're not binding to the site which is creating that glue to hold it together. It's more of preventing the elongation of those blocks. So, not the things that are holding the strands together, but more of the prevention of the elongation of the strands to make the the fibers to make the wall. If that kind of makes any sense. Okay. Um, so basically, if you really had to go too much into it, uh, there's I guess you can have, I guess a simple way of putting it, um, it is directly blocking, yeah, peptoglycan elongation. But just going to the indications, gram-positive bacterial infections like MRSA, um, enterococcus, also infections like endocarditis, pneumonia, and osteomyelitis. Okay. All right. Now, and also mentioned before the red man syndrome with Vanc. That is related to a histamine mediated flushing. That's similar to when people take niacin and they get that flushing. Um, so that is something that goes on with Vanc. Let's see. Let's see. Also, just as a note, um, you'll see Vanc used a lot in MRSA, C. diff, gram-positive infections. Is bacitracin more topical infections. If you think about just going over the counter, you find a bacitracin next to the Neosporin. Um, Phosphomycin, that's going to be UTIs, all right? And that's mostly E. coli and Enterococcus. And also, that is another that you're not going to see too much. Um, and I guess other than that, that's pretty much that on that.